Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp the numbers 398-8282 or our office numbers 241-7568 and 310-8671. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our responsibility.
A pleasant good morning to the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning to the world by extension. Good morning to all those who are locked onto the street. 919 FM, welcome once again to Nature's Touch Massage Therapy and Nutrition with Empress Judy and Associates. We are located at 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria, in this beautiful Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, located in the heart of the tropical Caribbean. So wherever you are this morning, and you are locked on to our number one station in our nation, the Street 919 FM. Thank you for joining me, Empress Judy, your host of Nature's Touch Massage Therapy and Nutrition. And for this, we must give thanks to the Creator of life and all living things for sustaining us with good health, keeping us alive, whereby we are here once again to bring you healthy information and education all about what's happening with your health and ours. So please tell a neighbor, tell a friend, Empress is on, and we are here this morning with information that will only benefit you and your loved ones. For those of you on whatever medium you are looking or you are listening to, be you on the radios. Good morning to all my radio listeners, especially those elderly folks who tune into the radio. We thank you for taking time out from your busy schedule and listening to a program like this. I want to say thanks to all the folks who are on the Facebook page, the link. Those of you who have the link already, you just need to click on it and you will see the program live. I will say a special good morning to a wonderful lady out there in the UK, Miss Webb. She always take that time out from her schedule. The timeline is different from where we are right now, the hours, but she still ensure that she keeps locked on. And to all the other folks like Sherry and Rachel and Donna and all the folks, everyone who take time out to connect with us via the Street 919 FM. And just not only connect, but they spread the good news to somebody out there. We want to say thank you. Thanks to all the clients. Good morning to the folks out there in South Orpruce who always spread the good news of good health. They stay connected. They tell everyone wherever they are. If they see someone with an issue, they say, listen, there's a place you can come to. That place, Nature's Touch, and they give them the information. I want to repeat the numbers in which you can connect with us, because I was speaking to somebody last week and she said, oh God, Empress, you must call the numbers a little more often. So I promised I would do that. The numbers to connect with Nature's Touch. The number, which is also a WhatsApp number. So you can send a message via the voicemail, or you can write a message, or you can call directly. That number to connect with us at Nature's Touch, 398-8282. That's 398-8282. Or you can connect with us via our landline, which is our office number, 241-7568. Those of you who wish to connect, you can call Princess and Dwight is at Nature's Touch at this time, and they'll be able to take your calls, whatever information that you require, or you something that you need to know about what we do at Nature's Touch. You can call, you can send a message, and we also want to invite you to be part of our Saturday morning special, a very, very special tomorrow morning, God's willing, at Nature's Touch. Remember, we are located at 7th Avenue North, the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. And at Nature's Touch, we make health care affordable. And the reason why I say this to you, we know we live in a time, a very difficult time where finance, the economy is on a strain. Everybody is crying out about money. They wish to take care of their health, but sometimes they don't have the finances to get themselves there, just the basic things, to live. But, I often have time to say, take a little time out from whatever you are doing and take care of that health, because if your health is not in good keeping, therefore, you will not be able to pay the bills, because you will end up either in a hospital bed or in your own home suffering And then eventually you will pass before your time, which is called your untimely death. I'm saying this to say to you all, your health is your number one priority in every single thing. After your Creator God, your health is next in line. Because without God, we are nothing. That's why we at Nature's Touch do what we do, because we follow the word of God, which states that the herbs of the land was created for your healing. Now, I said this because there are many times I have conversation with persons, and they will tell me, well, somebody told me I shouldn't use herbs, and there are other professionals who say do not use herbs. But I said, ask that professional, ask that loved one if they believe in God. Now, I say, make it quite clear, I am not God. I am a vessel of God. I'm a servant of God. I follow the instructions of the manual of the Creator of life, whom we call God. And in His word, which many of you who are listening right now understand the word of God, you need to understand, and not just only understand it, but demonstrate it. Because when we do what we want to do, we follow the ways of man, we pay with our lives. But as I always say, it's not just you alone. When you are sick, when you are dead, when you have died and gone, you leave a lot of loved ones. People who know you all the years will feel broken. They'll feel sad wherever they live in the world. They'll be saddened about your passing or your suffering. That's why we make each other happy by doing things that will connect with all of us and spread good news. And do not listen to mankind. Listen to the word of God. Listen to the instructions of the manual of the Creator of life, who created you and I and all living things. The birds, the insects, the lion, the tigers, all the animals, the human being. All of us, which we belong to the human family. The Creator of life bless us, the waters, the seas, the rivers, the streams, all living things, the Creator of life. And He knew in advance what will happen to us as human. And He forewarned us by giving us His word. But yet man in their own ways feel that they are brighter than God, think that they are more intelligent than the Creator of life. That's why we destroy ourselves when we follow the ways of man. That's why in the word of God states again, that man prefer to follow traditions of men rather than the word of God. And we see it all the time. And it's sad when people do these things, but that's the ways of man, and it's only when you follow the instructions of the manual of the Creator of life, then you'll be able to do what is right and be successful. This morning I want to speak a bit about the intestine, but not just, most of the time you hear this, and people always speak about the large intestine, which is the colon. This one I want to speak about another part of the gut health, which is the small intestine, which plays a major role and function in how we operate, how our very existence, because if you are not getting proper nutrients, and that's where you have absorption of nutrients in the human body, if you are not able to absorb, then you will end up having issues, and that will cost you your life. But before it happens, we suffer tremendously. Most of the time, people focus on the colon, which is very important, emptying and cleaning of the walls of the colon, because you end up with colorectal cancers and all sorts of cancers if you allow those walls to become embedded and becomes hardened. And when you go to your doctor or your other health provider, they might tell you that you have cancer. Fortunately, at Nature's Touch, when you have these issues, we are able to take care of it by doing what we know best, cleansing of the body system. So I want you all to listen carefully, because, and invite someone. There are a lot of people out there who don't even know how their body function. And it's important to understand the function of the body parts, the organs of your body, the parts of your body. Don't just live and just, when something happened, anybody, I didn't know. Because you know why? You were so busy looking at Instagram, looking at all the other things. I'm not against anything, Facebook page, WhatsApp, everything else, with all the conflict and the bacchanal that is happening, and you fail to pay attention to a program like this that will give you information that you could continue to live good. Life is a balance. You don't have to listen to health programs or gospel programs all the time, or even your little whatever you like. But balance your life. Ensure that you understand what is happening. Educate yourself so you can pass it on to another person and help them to understand how this unique one body works. Because with all the things we pay attention to in this life, if this body isn't functioning right, we will be wasting our time. And too many times we pay the price with our lives and that of our loved one because we fail to listen to a program like this. We fail to cleanse the body system. Persons living all their life, 80 years of life, and they'll tell you, I never cleanse. I don't know what is that. Because you did not pay attention to a program like this, which we have thousands of programs. Live on the Street 919 FM, we have a lot of programs like this over the years. We have it on the Facebook page. If you go on Facebook, you'll see so many information. But you are not even looking. Remember, knowledge is power. If you are not knowledgeable, then you are powerless. And when you are powerless, then you will not know how to operate, and you will end up paying the price with your life. The one life you have. We have many lives in this world, but we have one life to live. And when this life is gone, it is gone forever. Before I go on and speak about the small intestine and give you the information, and for you to understand what it requires to work well, I want to invite you all to tomorrow, God's willing, at Nature's Touch. Many of you have listened, you call after the program and you said, I want to come, but I don't have the money. And you have all the issues, which everyone has some sort of issue to face. This is understood. But remember, my friend, if you are not in good health and you allow your body to deteriorate, then all the things you plan to do down the road will not happen. You will not be able to function at your optimum level and enjoy this life. Please understand that your health, after your God, your creator, whatever name you call your creator by, after it is you. Because if you are not in existence, you can't help your mother, you can't help your father, you can't help your husband or your wife, your children, your nieces, your nephews. You would not be good for anyone. Because if you are not good for yourself, you cannot help anyone. So the first thing, a lot of time people would call and say, Empress, I want to bring my husband because I go wait. And sometimes when I say, listen to me, I'll make it possible where both of you can take care of yourself. And I give you a couple's package. Because we do packages. We do single packages, we do couple packages, we do friends packages, we do family packages in all forms that comes to make it possible that you can enjoy your life, that you can live a healthy life. So at Nature's Touch, we make healthcare affordable and possible. So sometimes people say, listen, when last did you do a health check? Well, my husband, I said, listen to me. Sometimes we are very similar. We have eyes, we have ears, we have hair, we have skin, we have lungs, we have kidneys, we have heart, we have brain. We have all the organs similar to each other, but sometimes it operates differently. That's what makes you different. We may be similar, but you're still different. It looks like sorrel, it tastes like sorrel, but it's not sorrel. So sometimes you may not be showing signs of being sick, but it's underlining and waiting for that day to come when suddenly somebody will say, I saw her in the grocery yesterday. I met her in the marketplace last week, but only last night I saw her. Because that's how your body operates. Some people take longer. Some persons show signs and symptoms. Some people show no sign and suddenly you have a massive heart attack and you're out of here. There are persons who get massive strokes and they are out of here. And there will be the person who gets several strokes and they'll be around for some time. So you cannot chance and say, well, I good. And most of the times when I put people on the body analysis machine, somebody who didn't even plan to come, they came along with somebody, they are worse off than the person that they brought. And they are amazed to see. But you know what? It's not only diagnosing. It's not only seeing what's happening with you. It is healing, because healing is the children's bread, and that is why you come to Nature's Touch. That's to find out about your heart ain't good or your liver ain't good. When you come and we go through this with you, and we explain the result with you and you understand it, we make applications, we make recommendations that you should have this, and it works. And we give thanks for the blessings of the wisdom and the knowledge from the Creator of life, that we can get these supplements together and all the other therapies, because we don't only do herbal health, so that we are not herbalists. Part of our healing process is herbal health from the Creator of life, straight from the creation. Nature, all around us. And we do massage therapy that works. You know, I had some very good report. One of my brother-in-law was doing some work heavy work, moving some iron and, steel and stuff like that. And it appears that he damaged one of his shoulder and he was in tremendous pain. And my sister called me and she told me that he really was out. I called her in fact and she told me she took him to the hospital to get an x-ray because he was in so much pain the night before. And I said, okay, when you finish with that, tomorrow some other relatives will be coming up, some friends will be coming up. Let him connect with them and come. He was in a lot of pain when he came. That was about 2 weeks ago. And I looked into the system. We saw the damage. And I put him into the massage room. And even up to last night, I got great report that he was able to function. We still have some work to do, but he's like 89% of where he was. And he was in tremendous pain. So I said this to say, we know what we do at Nature's Touch because it is a process. It's not just you just jump and just rub somebody's arm and we look and see what's the problem. And then there are certain therapies that we do. So it's not just putting some oil on you and just massaging you. It is more than that. You have to get the blood circulation. You have to get the blood flowing. Because you can't just hold somebody and start putting oil on them and the person can't even move. The person's arm, the blood is stuck there. You're going to put them in pain. So at Nature's Touch, we are certified, qualified people to do what we do. We understand the anatomy and the physiology of the human body. That's why we are successful at what we do. You must understand how the body works, how it functions, in order that you could bring relief and healing to persons. So tomorrow, God's willing, we have the full body analysis, where you can sit, not only because you have a problem with your foot, we look at your foot. We look at the entire you. Because your foot, the pain in your foot or your feet or your hand or your head or your back might just be a symptom of an underlying health problem. So when you come to Nature's Touch and we put you on that body analysis machine and analyzes those organs and other parts of the body, we are given information that you could say, yes, I really feel that way. Most of the time people say, yes, I felt that way, but I was just thinking about my foot. Your foot is just the indication. The swelling on your feet might just be indicating something is wrong, but it's not your foot is the problem. It's more internal settings of the body, but it shows there. And people don't understand these things, and they bought my foot, I'm a this. It is not like that. You are not to diagnose yourself because sometimes you are so totally wrong. So we invite you tomorrow, God's willing, at Nature's Touch in the morning, God's willing. Call the number and you can get the information. We have a very, very, very reasonable special where you get the full body analysis, you get the result at the same time. Then we have the supplements that are required. We have the colon cleanse, or the body cleanse, because it doesn't only clean the colon, it cleans the blood and other body parts, like the small intestine where absorption is poor. I'll tell you a bit more, because this morning I'm going to speak about the small intestine. Then you have the feet spa therapy, and it's not just a feet spa therapy, it is called the Empress Exotic Citrus Feet Detox Spa, which is amazing, amazing. Good morning to Miss Paula Webb, the lady I spoke about, way out in the United Kingdom, who find a time to connect with us at Nature's Touch. Thank you, Miss Webb. And we also have Sherry Pierre. She said, good morning, locked on and listening. And Sherry always connect with us at Nature's Touch. Thank you. And to all the other folks who will come on later on when you go on, share the live. Share it and somebody will be able to get the information required so healing can take place. But remember, we have that special on that Saturday morning special where you get the full body analysis. We go through the results with you at the same time. You don't have to come back 6 and 8 weeks and wonder when you will get the result. We do the result at the same time with you. Then after you go on to the Empress Exotic Citrus healing. That is just a feet spine. It brings healing. Healing is the children's bread. And when you get into that amazing fruit spa with essential oils and the mineral salts that are required for the body. And remember, the feet has that opening that connects with your entire body. If you know about reflexology, you will understand when we speak about the feet spa. It's not just you're putting your foot in something and playing the fool. It is the absorption of nutrients and healing takes place. Persons came to us with swollen feet, with stick in their hand, and can't walk, but they're able to walk out of Nature's Touch with their sticks, without their sticks, and then they forget it, we have to run and carry it for them. They can't remember they came in with a stick, because after you got that healing feet spa, which is called the Empress Exotic Citrus Feet or Hand Detox Spa, because sometimes there are persons whose feet are okay, but their hands, their fingers are giving problems. We do the hand spa therapy. And then you have the amazing, amazing healing, soothing massage of either the hands or the feet. And that rejuvenates the body system. We do full body massages, but tomorrow the package include the full body analysis, the feet spa therapy, the amazing massage, and a bottle of the body cleanse, which cleans not just only the colon or the small intestine, it cleans the entire body. Your blood is rejuvenated. We have other supplements, but that is what you get it, and it is beyond your imagination. Call the numbers after this program. You can call, I have the phone here, so don't call the 398-8283. You can send a message meanwhile, but do not call it because I will not be able to answer you. Call the landline at this time, 241-7568. Call the landline, the office number. Princess or Dwight will answer you, and you'll get the information required about tomorrow, God's willing special. Ensure that you don't miss out. Bring along a friend, a loved one. There are a lot of you who have been wanting to come for a while now, but you always have an issue with either your finance, which is okay. We all face it at some point in time in our life, especially these days. But I want to assure you that you will not regret coming to Nature's Touch tomorrow, God's willing. Sherry says, come on down to Nature's Touch and get your health in order. Excellent, Sherry. Thank you for that promotion. As we continue with the small intestine, I want to give you some information about the small intestine so you could understand when there's compromise, when there's poor absorption, what happens to you. The program now is 10:25 and counting. The program ends at 10, or we began at 10:05 and ends at 10:55 a.m., 5 minutes to 11, okay? And now it's 10:25, so we have some time still. The small intestine, your small intestine, which is a small bowel, is an organ in your gastrointestinal tract. It's a part of your digestive system. It breaks down food and fluid to absorb nutrients and water. So it is a part of your gastrointestinal tract. And it is a part of your digestive system. It breaks down food. Listen well. Your small intestine is an organ in your gastrointestinal tract. And it's a part of your digestive system. It breaks down food and fluid to absorb nutrients and water. More than 90% of the nutrients and water your body receives from food comes from the digestive process at your small intestine. So your small intestine has a major job. Your small intestine, the small bowel, is a very important part of your digestive system. It connects your stomach to your large intestine. You rely on your small intestine to extract nutrients from food you eat. Some of the functions of the small intestine, it breaks down food. It absorbs nutrients and water. It moves food along your gastrointestinal tract. You may not have a reason to think about your small intestine as it churns through the continuous job of digesting what you eat and drink. But there are several common conditions and diseases that can affect the small intestine function. So let's stop there for a moment. So a lot of times we speak about the large intestine and your stomach, your esophagus, but we don't understand the function. That function is very important. The function of your small intestine, what it does to the human body. Your body, your entire being depends on the small intestine to break down that nutrients. Remember, nutrients is what the body needs, but if it's not able to be absorbed, and many times as I tell my clients when they call or they come, I said, you can get the best medicine, be it herbal or modern day medicine. You can get the best foods and the best fruits and the most expensive, the organic and whatever. And there's a blockage and you are not able to absorb nutrients in the body system, then you are spinning up in the mud. You are wasting your time. And when you eat this food, it will just go to waste. And then you'll find yourself still being sick. And you will say, but I'm doing everything. You are not doing everything. You are doing your own thing. Because somebody tell you, change your diet. And I said, changing the diet could be good. But before you change your diet, you have to change how your internal setting works. Because for many years, you have starved the body system. You have placed all sorts of foods and drinks, and you continue to eat and drink, and you're not understanding the process of absorption, which is very important in the human body. The absorption of minerals, carbohydrates, vitamins. And you can take the best vitamin C, the best mineral. Eat the good food that give you all the carbs, all the protein, and there's a blockage. It will just return back to waste into the large intestine, which is the colon area, and exit the rectum and go to the washroom. And it wouldn't do any justice for your body. And you'll find yourself being sick, because if you lack nutrients, eventually you become sick. When I was doing this program, before I came here, I was looking at the program, and it came to me. This is the same way if you have a vehicle and the fuel is not able to get, the lines are clogged, being blocked, and it's not able to get into the engine and to the other parts that need fuel. Your brakes fuel. If there's a blockage there, it can't get to you, to your vehicle. If your engine is not getting enough fuel because it's blocked with all sorts of debris and the lines are choked, you will not be able to start that car and go anywhere. And if you do get a chance to start, it will shut down on you before you could even enjoy your traveling. Why? Because absorption is poor. You need to change the lines. You have to go to your mechanic, your technician, and get it sorted out. It's the same way. If you have been taking a lot of nutrients and eating the best food, everything somebody tell you to try it, try it. You know, I have some people that I spoke with just a few days ago, and every single thing somebody tell that person to do, they do it. I say, you know what? And the only thing they didn't tell you to do is cleanse your body system. Remove the waste product, the toxic waste that is blocking absorption of nutrients from both your large intestine and the small intestine, of which we speak about this morning. If absorption is poor, if something is not able to get through, if there's a blockage, if there's a barrier, how could you get there? You need to remove the barrier. Again, I like to bring illustration that you can understand. If you have a drain that is filled with waste product, piece of old sponge, an old tire, piece of iron, an old pillow, shoes. Think about sometimes when the rain comes down and people throw garbage in the rivers and in the waterway and the drain, and everything is back up and clogged. You have what you got is flooding. But you have to clear. You'll see the workmen will go days after. And women, the workmen and women will go days after with their boots and their shovels and their gloves and removing those waste products. And then you will be able to see the garbage will be removed from the drain or the waterways. And then you will see water flowing down nicely. I say, boy, why can't this remain like this? It's the same way you have to do maintenance of the human body. And we fail miserably. And we don't do maintenance of the human body. And we pay dearly with our life. Sometimes we even die. We suffer. We lose weight. We lose energy. You say, oh God, I sleep whole night and I wake up tired still. I went to bed early and I'm feeling like this. You're not energized. You need to rejuvenate the body system. Get that body back on track. If you continue like this, eventually you will have what you will have in those areas. Parasite and fungus, and they will eat away of you. And these things are living organisms. And just how you eat and I eat and everyone else eat, these things need to eat, and they eat of your nutrients because there's a blockage, and they gather there because what you have created is a reservoir for disease and illness. And then you wonder how I get sick. And then somebody tell you go get something and you run and you get it, as I said earlier on, and you do that and it wastes. You waste all your money when you could have come to a place like Nature's Touch Massage Therapy and Nutrition, located at 7th Avenue North, Barataria, and get yourself sorted out and be on your way to good and excellent health. You never a person could ever come through our door and walk back out the same way they came. Healing begins from the moment you take up that phone, you make that appointment, and you get yourself there. When you leave a brand new person on the way to good health. All right, so continue. As we continue, let's listen again. Your small intestine turns semi-solid foods into liquid so your body can absorb the nutrients you need. To do that, your small intestine delivers digestive juices and enzymes that combine with bile to allow the digestive process. It also breaks down and liquefies semi-solid food so your body can absorb and use the nutrients. It absorbs nutrients and water through the villi in the mucosa, which is the inner lining of your small intestine. Turns what's left behind into digestive waste that moves to your large intestine and eventually leaves your body in the form of feces, or you call it poop, or number two. Certain words that we use different ways for understanding. Defecation. You defecate, you go to the washroom, and it comes out in that form. I'm saying all this to you people to understand there's a process. You just don't eat and drink and that's the end of it. There are many things that takes place in the human body, but you do not understand because you don't listen to a program like this. You need to understand what is taking place in your body system and how you take care of it. You have failed miserably as a people. We have failed ourselves miserably, again, because you do not listen and understand. And for the lack of knowledge, you perish. Meaning you will pay dearly with your health. And your health is your very existence. If you have a headache, you don't feel good. You say, oh gosh, I want to feel better. You find a way to get something to feel good. You lie down, you rest, you may take some medication because it's not a good feeling to not feel good. It's good to feel good. And the way to feel good is come on down to Nature's Touch, Massage, Therapy, and Nutrition with Empress Judy and Associates. We are there tomorrow, God's willing, in the morning from 7:45 a.m., where we can take care of you. All you need to do is to take up that phone and call the numbers, which I will tell you now, 398-8282. You can send a voice note if you don't want to text. Send a voice note. Those of you who know to send voice note, you can do that. You can send a text message or you can call directly. If you call and the line is busy, you hang up and we will return that call to you. We also have the landline, which is the office number, 241-7568. Call those numbers, 241-7568. You can call it now. Somebody will answer you, and you can book that appointment for in the morning, God's willing. Stop putting off your health. Stop procrastinating. Every time you say, I will go, you kill yourself because your body functions. There are things that are happening inside of you, and you wait until that final, when the last straw that breaks the camel back. And then you want to get well and you want to run everywhere and try everything somebody tells you when you had the opportunity. Remember, there's a saying, prevention is better than cure. Prevention. You don't wait for things to happen to you. It will happen eventually if you do not do what is right. If you allow your body to get the maintenance that is required. I always tell you about, remember when I was a child, we would be getting our body cleansed. That's why we are able to stand strong. And this has come from our family line, from years and years, over 100 years and more. My mother's mother was born in the year 1900. And we learned it from her. And it continues in our family even today. And we see the benefit of doing what the instructions that was given to us by the creator of life. We didn't make these things up. We followed the instructions given and we will reap the benefit of good health. Even though sometimes we may have a little common cold, which is something that everyone, it doesn't last long and put us down in bed and have you miserable as other people will. Because when your immune system is compromised, you will, everything that passes by, you will get it. You have to restore your body into good health. And the only way to do that is when you listen to us, you follow the instructions given, you keep your appointments, and ensure that you are on the way to good health. At Nature's Touch, we take care of every disease or illness, any health issue. We have never turned around anyone from coming to us and say we can't help you. Because once you follow the manual of the creator of life, then you'll be able to do all the requirements. I'm saying this to you all to say, don't call and ask if you can do this. Say, Empress, I have an issue. I would like to be there tomorrow. Can you book me an appointment? We tell you, what hour do you have? That's what you need to do. Don't ask us if we could. We do all things through Christ who strengthens us. We don't do it on our own. And when your dependence is on the creator of life, no one can stop you. And there's nothing greater than the creator. And I have to tell people sometimes, when you hear we speak about healing, when the word was given, it said that the herbs of the land was created for the healing of the nations. It didn't itemize, well, only this we could do. Imagine you telling me that your God can't do everything for you. All I could do this, the word did not tell you something that said healing, full stop. It didn't say part healing or partial healing. Healing is the children's bread. The herbs of the land was created for your healing. And he blessed us further with our hands, blessed hands. That we can do massage therapy, we do cupping therapy, and it works. Because we are guided by the creator of life. Anybody who have an issue with that, take it to your God and pray. But we don't do our own. We follow the instructions of the creator of life. That's why when our clients come to us, they are successful. I want to say a pleasant good morning to a young man who promised he will listen to the program, Nako. Good morning to you and your dad and your loved ones and all the persons you would have told about Nature's Touch. I hope that you had the affordability of listening this morning, because it's very important for this information to be gathered, to understand, to disseminate, so we all can live peaceful, healthy lives, because there is no peace if you are sick. There is no joy if you are not healthy. You could never say, there was a friend of mine wrote something for me to read for her, and before health came happiness. And I said to her that you cannot put happiness before health. The first thing that makes you happy is when you are healthy. And she said, I didn't think about it. So I said, you have to rewrite that sentence and put health and happiness, not happiness and health. Because if you are sick, you have an issues with your kidney, your liver, your lungs, your brain, your heart, your digestive system, your respiratory system, you're suffering with some form of cancer, whatever your problem is, happiness, you will never be happy. So health and then happiness. And when I told her that, she said, yes, you're so right. We give thanks for knowledge. We give thanks for wisdom. Thinking, how we say things. Word song is power. We need health, and then you have happiness. You have all the things, the benefits of enjoying a good life. You could be who in this world, and you are not healthy, you will never enjoy this life. I want to give you some information about some of the disorders that comes when your small intestines are not working well. There are many illnesses that can affect your small intestine. Some of the more common ones include Crohn's disease, gastrointestinal tumors, irritable bowel syndrome, malabsorption, peptic ulcer disease, small bowel obstruction. Those are some of the many. Those are the common ones that you could say relate to. There are many others, and these things comes by when your small intestine is not able to absorb the waste product. Remember, my people out there, we must be able to understand how the body works. You may not be a nurse, you may not have the affordability of being a doctor to understand, but we have the all the information in the palms of our hands these days. You can research and look at what I said and say, yes, Empress said this, but you know what? You may not be able to help yourself. That's where we come in at Nature's Touch. Call the numbers 398-8282. Send a WhatsApp message, a voice note, call. Also, you can connect with us via our landline, which is our office number, 241-7568. Connect with us. The office number doesn't have WhatsApp. It's either you call, but the cell phone, the 398-8282 number, has many ways in which you can connect with us. There are some people who are shy and they doesn't want to speak to people directly, but you can send a voice note, you can text a message, or you can call. There's so many ways you can connect with us. Call us now at those numbers. Book your space for tomorrow, God's willing, special at Nature's Touch. Bring your loved one out. Tell a co-worker who has been having issues with the digestive health. Remember, I just outlined some of the disorders that happens to people when you have issues with your small intestine, when you have absorption issues, where you have poor absorption, and you have been taking all the vitamins and the minerals, and yet you are sick. And you say, oh, go look at losing weight. Because why? Because the nutrients are not able to be absorbed to do the work it has been designed to do. Peptic ulcer disease, small bowel obstruction, irritable bowel syndrome, gastrointestinal tumors, Crohn's disease, just to name a few, and much more. Then you have, when you have these issues again, your small intestine absorbs nutrients and water from your food. Diseases and conditions that keep your small intestine from absorbing nutrients and water may cause the following symptoms: belly pain, bloated stomach, constipation, diarrhea, nauseous and vomiting, unexplained weight loss, feeling tired and dismayed, lack of energy. There are so many things that could happen to you. So it's not just, well, I am feeling good and full stop, and you will leave it to fester and then cause you to lose your life. That is dying before your time, because you allow your body to go down in a sort of place where there's a point of no return. And then sometimes when you become sick, your loved ones who have the ones who have to assist you, taking you to a health provider, may not take you to the right place. And you spend a lot of money, and then eventually you die because you did not get the right treatment, the right care. So I want you all to understand this is how it works. When you call us, we ensure that you get the best health care ever. Why? Because we follow the manual and the instructions of the Creator of life, whom we call God. Good morning to all the folks, wherever you are, all my dear clients who I haven't seen for a while now. We know how it's tough financially, but you need to still come out and take care of your health. You know, I had to tell a lady yesterday, I said, yes, I understand that money is a problem, but you know what? If you or a loved one die today or tomorrow, God forbid, but we know we all have to die one day. But let's say, for example, if somebody should pass on, you know, within a few days you have to find thousands of dollars to bury that person. Thousands, not hundreds, that thousands, depends on your lifestyle, depends on who you are and how you operate. Thousands of dollars. So why not take some of that same money and ensure that you and your loved ones stay in existence for a long time to come? Remember, we have been given a time frame, 70, which is 870. And if by reason of strength you continue, you live longer. Understand what I'm saying? But it depends on what you do. These days we have persons dying from disease and illness. I'm not speaking about somebody who have been some form of accident or incident and they lose their life. I'm speaking about health, where you sit by and you allow your health to deteriorate. You have diabetes, you have cancers, you have heart attack, you have lung issues, you have all sorts of things that you could have avoided, but you fail miserably to listen to a program like this, and you allow your body to go into that place of a point of no return, because somebody took you elsewhere and did some things with you. And in the end, you are told, take your loved one home, let them die with amongst you all, and him or her, and the person dies, or sometimes they die in the hospital bed, lonely by themselves with the nurses. Everybody, how much people the nurse could stay by the bedside if they're dying? Everybody need care. Or the doctor can't be there. But you know, if you preserve your life, you will not live forever, but you know what? You will die peacefully in your bed without suffering, without deteriorating, without being in sores. And a lot of things happen to the body when it becomes sick because the body system breaks down. But if you preserve the body system, you could die peacefully. And you know, people will say, your loved one will say, you know, one thing, even though he's gone or she's gone, I'm happy that he or she died peacefully in bed, like how the old folks used to die long ago. When we were children and sometimes on the way from school, we would have heard about somebody died, and we could have bet it was an aged person. And that person would have died either sitting in the rocking chair, and they find them dead because sometimes they sit back and they die peacefully, or they went to bed and didn't wake up, or either they went to bed and, you know, during the course of the day and they died peacefully. Now, thousands of people are in the hospital bed, sick, without hope, because why you took too long to take care of your health. And when you get there, you will expect your doctor to make a magic or the nurse to make a magic. It doesn't work like this. Maintenance of your body system is important on a quarterly basis, either 3 times a year or 4 times a year. You remove those toxic waste you have gathered in the body system, especially that blocks the absorption of nutrients. This is very important for your health, because that's how you end up being sick, compromised. Your immune system becomes compromised, other body parts become sick, because why? You do not allow the vitamins and the mineral and the carbohydrates and all the things that makes up good life to be able to get to that place, to be disseminated in the body parts, to keep the body alive. Some of you have poor blood circulation, your feet are swollen. When you look at the feet, it's swollen there, it's dark in color. You can see, even though you're dark, it's darker than your skin complexion. Those of you who are fair in complexion, it's either looking purple or very red. Blockage of the flow of blood. All these comes about when you fail to maintain your health and you do your own thing. Somebody tell you about 2 leaves, you take it. Somebody tell you about this leaf, you take it, and you run all around, except doing the right thing, ensuring that absorption of the small intestine is taking place. And of course, cleansing of the colon, removing the waste product that goes down that line. Because eventually, you will have on the walls of the colon becoming impacted fecal matter, where you have constipation, and you have issues, and you may be diagnosed with something that you may not have. And all you need to do is to come on down to Nature's Touch, get yourself sorted out. At the time now, it's 10:51 and counting. I just have about 4 more minutes in the program, because we leave at 5 minutes to 11, 10:55. And I wish that you all could have, those of you who listen to the program, via on your radio or on the Facebook page, share it with somebody and say, let's go to Empress tomorrow, God's willing. Let's go on down to Nature's Touch and ensure we stamp our very existence in this life where our health are concerned, to ensure that we can function at our optimum level and be on the way to good and excellent health. When we have loved ones, when you call on the phone, they say, how are you? Girl, I didn't feel good yesterday. Why am I feeling good now? Your gas, my stomach feel like it's floating, like I have acid reflux. And all these things you will tell a person. I had a pain in my chest, like my heart bothering me, girl. I feel in my heart leaping. I check my blood pressure and it's very high, but my pulse rate is very low. And you have issues. It doesn't just end like that, telling the person. It causes us dismay. We do not feel good. Good morning to Mr. and Mrs. Jordan out there in Arima. Also to Mr. and Mrs. Jennifer and your granddaughter and all your loved ones. Good morning to you all. Good morning to all the folks in Sangre Grande, North Manzanilla. Those are folks out in Northeastern Settlement. Good morning to you all. The folks in Arima, wherever you are, all over, good morning. Those folks in La Joqueta, Good morning to you all. Everyone, wherever you are, the folks in Barataria, the hometown of Nature's Touch. Good morning to all the young men. You know, I was sitting in the veranda and I heard a young man at the shop pointing to somebody the way to Nature's Touch. And I was so happy. I said, you know, those young men hang out there, but they have their very good uses. They always send somebody to find something out at Nature's Touch. We give thanks. God richest blessings to you all, guidance and protection. Love to everyone, those of you who are connected wherever you are. This morning I want to say have a wonderful weekend ahead. Stay safe. Remember to say your prayers and ask for the blessings and the guidance and the protection of your loved ones, your community, our country and a whole, the world by extension, globally. Because we have family and friends all over the world. So we want to ensure that they stay well, but with the prayers and with our good thoughts in mind, we'll make it to another day. It's 10:53 and counting. I have just about a minute and a half in the program again. I want to say thanks to the folks. Thanks to the proprietors of the Street 919 FM and the staff as well, wonderful people, for accommodating us at Nature's Touch. So we can come here and bring that information that is required to you all. Thank you all. Thanks to everyone who have put their hearts and hands together. Good morning to Avenel and Miss Glenda and to everyone, all our loved ones, wherever you all are. God's richest blessings. Love to you all. From Nature's Touch, we look forward for those calls. Keep well. God is good. I'm counting down the seconds. It's 10:54 and counting. Good morning to the folks, all the staff of Nature's Touch, those who put their hearts and hands together to ensure that things go good. When you come to us, we receive you well and take care of you. Love to you all, Luan, Princess, Dwight, and everyone else. God richest blessings to you. We're counting down again. Remember to call the numbers 398-8282. Send a WhatsApp message 241-7568, our landline, and ensure that you're on the way to good health. I'm Empress Judy, your host. Have a good one.
Nature's Touch Massage Therapy and Nutrition and Nature's Touch Youth Health Caravan invites you to join us live on the Street 919 FM every second and fourth Friday morning from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. We are located at number 3, 7th Avenue North via the Eastern Main Road, Barataria. For further information, please call or WhatsApp the numbers 398-8282 or our office numbers 241-7568 and 310-8671. Remember, at Nature's Touch, your health is our responsibility.
This is Rep Your District, brought to you by District TT Media, a soul-stirring television series celebrating the heartbeat of Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean.
Each story we tell is woven with the threads of tradition and innovation, shaping the future of Trinidad and Tobago's creative industry and beyond.
Now airing exclusively on Vibes TV, streaming in St. Martin, Guyana, Cayman Islands, Bermuda, British Virgin Islands, Trinidad and Tobago, and St. Eustatius.
Tap into our platforms. Join the movement. Rep Your District, where Caribbean culture comes alive.
TechFlex TT Limited, the #1 computer store in Trinidad and Tobago, has all your tech needs. We have the latest computers, powerful MacBooks, and affordable Chromebooks for school and work, providing new and refurbished options to suit everyone's budget. Also, we carry a variety of printer options and ink solutions for your home and office needs. Need repairs done? Our experienced technicians can solve your tech problems. Visit us now at any of our 2 locations, Wilson Road, Scarborough, next to Royal Castle, or Penco Street, Montrose, Chagonas. Call 235-4919 for more info. TechFlex TT Limited. Affordable tech. Exceptional service.
The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohana, Trinidad and Tobago. Our school is open. Call in all the 12 tribes. Join us in our classes Monday through Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. and Sabbath service on Saturday. We are located at LP number 1, Morris Street, Point 410, Trinidad and Tobago. Feel free to contact us at 868-479-8286 or please email us at isupktrinidad@gmail.com. Join us and experience that true brotherhood, sisterhood, that love, that compassion you have always been searching for. ISUPK, Trinidad and Tobago. Shalom.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launched from Kings Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Trendsetter Goofy.
Sunrise, like a rainfall down my soul. And I wonder why you look at me like that. What you thinking? What's behind? Don't tell me, but it feels like love. I'm gonna take this moment and make it last forever.
45 Assassins. Trendsetter Goofy.
Like a sunrise, like a rainfall down my soul. And I wonder why you look at me like that. What you thinking? What's behind? Don't tell me, but it feels like love. I'm gonna take this moment and make it last forever. I'm gonna give my heart away and pray we stay together. 'Cause you're the one good reason. 'Cause you're the only girl that I need. 'Cause you're more beautiful than I have ever seen.